This one's from Nick. He says, "Hey, Tripp, I was really needing some advice and I don't know who to turn to. I've been crushing on a girl for a while now and she has left my college to go out of state. I tried to make my move once or twice and didn't get an answer and was devastated. I know the correct answer would be to move on, and I know that's probably what you'll suggest, but one of her close friends happens to be in 2 of my classes." All right, this is getting juicy. He says, she knows who I am because she'll give me a side glance, frequently angles herself towards me, and has chosen to sit in the vicinity of where I sit. I don't have feelings for the friend, but I was wondering if it were possible to maybe talk with this girl to set up something with her friend. Going through her friend would be the only hope I have, but I need to see how to go about doing it so I don't mess it up. It would mean the world if you could help. Thanks so much, Nick. Nick, my man, you're not learning. You're not learning. So we're going to have to give you some tough love here. She's not interested. She moved, right? She left the college. She's out of state. So think about what you're doing here. Now you're so desperate for this one woman that you want to get close to her friend to see if something can help. So unfortunately, that's not how attraction works. You're going at the logical side where attraction is an emotional reaction. So what does that mean? You think if you can go through the friend to try to get this girl back, then maybe, so what would you, let's just play that out. What would happen? Well, you talk to the friend and you'd say whatever, something along the lines of, I really am into your friend and I'd love if you can talk to her, maybe put in a good word for me. Let me explain why this doesn't work. Because, well, let's actually give you an example. Let's use you as an example. Let's say that you did not like a girl. So just imagine a girl right now that you know that you're just not attracted to. And if you don't have one of those girls that you know, think about a girl that you would not be attracted to at all. Now imagine their friend talks to you and says whatever they can say to try to get you interested in this person. How well would that work? Probably not that well. So why would it work here? Just because you were crushing on her? It's not how it works. So you said, I know the correct answer would be to move on, and I know that's probably that you'll suggest. Well, you're right. And the reason is because when you have a woman that you are that you're pining over, that you're trying to desperately get, you are saying to yourself that you don't have any options. That's one thing. 2, you're also saying that this woman is so amazing and you're putting her on such a high pedestal that no other woman could ever top that. All for what? Because I know there's only a few things you could say and whatever every other guy says. And what I've said before in the past too. Yeah, but Tripp, she's pretty. She's smart. She's sweet. She pays attention to me. She's funny. We like the same music. Whatever. There is nothing you could say that could make a woman so special that another woman wouldn't have those same qualities. But what's more important, and I stress this on many, many episodes, the one quality that you're not thinking about, besides the obvious distance, by the way, that's a whole other thing. We should know not to be going after women who live so far, because what's the point anyways? What a shitty relationship that would be, right? You wouldn't want that. But the one thing is that she's not interested in you. I've gotten to the point, and I had to work on this, by the way, so I want you to get to this point too, where once a woman wouldn't like me, something would just trigger in my head that would instantly turn me off from them. Now, that took many years to get to. That was not something that happened. That probably took about 30 years to get to for me. Okay. And I want that to be not take 30 years for you. I want that to be very fast for you. I want you, the second a woman rejects you or doesn't want you or moves away or there's no possibility with her, but you think there is or whatever it is, she's just not interested. Immediately, you have to be turned off by that. Almost like you got to be training yourself to be turned off by that. Because aren't you the fucking man? Like, aren't you the man? If you're saying no, well, we clearly have identified the issue. And if you're saying yes, yeah, I am the man. I'm awesome. I'm what any woman should have. Well, think about that for a second. If you really truly believe that about yourself, which you should, and I hope you do, and another woman doesn't see that, do you see the problem? Do you see where there is a fault here? And this is a pretty big deal. We don't want anyone in our lives that also doesn't want to be in our life in the way that we want them to be. So that could be, if you're trying to make a friend, they don't want to be your friend, they shouldn't be your friend. If you want a lover and they don't want to be your lover, they shouldn't be your lover or your friend in that specific case. You should think so highly of yourself that it would just be insane for someone to not think the same of you. And if they don't, then they shouldn't be in your life. I'm not really talking about arrogance here as much as this sounds. It's more just healthy self-esteem. It's kind of like, you go for a girl, she doesn't like you, and you're like, she doesn't like me? What? I don't want to be with her. You should almost be grossed out, like, ugh, I don't want to be with someone that doesn't want to be with me. Instantly should turn you off. So Nick, I hope that helps. Little tough love here. Let's work on meeting women. So by the way, actually, funny enough, I should have actually said this earlier. You said this. I don't have feelings for the friend. Quote. Funny, right? She's showing all these signs of attraction. I don't know if she is, but she's showing them. And you're like, I don't have feelings for the friend. Dude, that's the same thing with this girl. Put yourself in the position, the girl that left or any other girl that's not interested, it's the same thing. They don't have feelings for you. So, get what I'm saying here? You're not going to end up going for that person because you're not attracted. You're not interested. Can't be convinced. Let's move on.